So I want to talk about the Data Minimization Principle, Article 5(1)(c). Now, as all of us we know, according to GDPR, the data that we're collecting, um, it has to have purpose. You cannot collect unlimited data. You cannot collect excessive data. You have to collect data for a specific purpose. So what does the law say? The law says that the personal data should be adequate, relevant, and limited to what is necessary. So you cannot collect excessive data. It has to be appropriate according to these three conditions. It has to meet these three conditions for you to collect personal data. The European Data Protection Board, in fact, translates this further, saying that organizations should only collect data that is required and needed for a specific or specified purpose. So you have a specific purpose, you have a specified use case. That is the only reason for you to collect data. You cannot collect excessive data and then build purposes from there. That's not appropriate. According to the law and according to the European Data Protection Board, you can only collect data for a specified purpose. That's the data minimization principle. ICO, the UK regulator, has also done some enforcement actions, by the way, and they have done enforcement actions where they've seen excessive collection of the data. So wherever they found that the companies were collecting data in excessive nature rather than in a specific use case specific nature, they've taken enforcement actions. So this is a very important principle from perspective of GDPR, and a lot of companies, they might not know this, but there have been enforcement actions from different regulators, including the ICO here in UK. The final thing that I want to talk about in this data minimization piece is the privacy by design concept. That's an important concept as well from the perspective, data minimization. So the law says, Article 25, that systems should be designed in a way that you are minimizing the collection of the data. So you have to, when you're designing your system, your application, and so on, you have to think about what data you would need and only collect that specific data. You cannot collect excessive data, and like I said earlier, you cannot then take purposes from there, just pieces of information from there and collect bulk data. That's not the right way to do. The right way to do is to ensure that you collect data only for specific use cases. So that's the important thing. So I hope that's useful. This data minimization is an important principle. If you have any questions, please let us know. We'll be happy to answer your questions. But that's it for now. See you in the next video. Thank you.